Hello there and welcome to Autumn in Vermont. Today we are going to be really fallifying our back garden. I'm going to be changing out all of our window boxes and replacing them with these gorgeous mums. I am so excited. So we're going to be clearing out all of our spring and summer annuals and replacing them with some gorgeous autumn color. I think they're gonna go really, really well with the conifer green shutters that Bert put up in the back. And then I think we're just going to refresh some of our window boxes up at the front of the cottage with some pansies that we got. It's autumn, the mountains are looking so gorgeous, and it's just been a really beautiful autumn so far. Lots and lots of rain. So after we do all of that planting, we're gonna come through and just do some cleaning up in the borders. We just have a few things that have just gotten tired toward the end of the season. So we're gonna be cutting back some things, leaving some things up, like some of our seed heads for the birds, but just kind of tidying it up so it feels nice and fresh. So if you have some things that you wanna work on, maybe you can use this as a little bit of a podcast. We can just hang out in the garden together and get to work. Let me start by showing you these beautiful chrysanthemums. It's such a beautiful day. I just love how the mountain looks. Let me show you these guys. Georgie's just there, just exploring. And these are the mums that we're going to be using. Aren't these stunning? They're kind of a softer pink in person. What do you think about these? Really beautiful. And then we have these mums here, which when we got them, they were sort of this peach color, but they've opened up to like a really, hi George, you good girl? A really buttery yellow, and I actually think that looks really gorgeous with the pink. It's kind of got a little bit of a spring look to it, but I think it'll look really nice for autumn as well. The question is really, do we do one of each in each window box, or do we do like 2 of the butter yellow, 2 of this pink? We'll see when we get that all leveled out, but look how pretty they actually look with our ivory halo dogwood. All of these pastels together is really nice. It's so pretty. So I'll come around the back of the house here. We did these window boxes and kind of revamped the back of the house this spring, and it has just been such a glorious addition. I absolutely love it. We did all of this, the whole backyard makeover this spring, including our English sunken garden, and I just can't believe it. It has been such a source of joy for us this year. So happy about it. So let me go ahead and switch you around so you can see what we're going to be tackling today. Okay, so these are the window boxes in question. They're looking a little tired, but there's still lots of blooms on them, particularly the blooms on the Supertunia Vista Silverberry, which has like a berry kind of veining and then a silvery petal. It's really gorgeous petunia. The sweet potato vines are looking pretty good still. I think that's jet black or raven or something, sweet potato vine. So we're just gonna be refreshing these guys. So what I'm gonna do is go inside, and I'm just going to be pulling these out and kind of throwing them onto the ground. I think Bert will probably be down here and he'll just be gathering all that mess, sweetheart. And I'll just be putting in the autumn mums. I think that's gonna look really, really sweet. The color of paint of the shutters, like I said, and the door is conifer green. I think that conifer green is gonna look really sweet with those mums. And the mums just look so tidy. They're grown at Equinox Valley Nursery, and those guys do such an amazing job. They're just so healthy. So I'm excited to get that done. Won't that look nice? That'll look so fresh. Let's do it. So here we are in the kitchen, and this is what our old window boxes are looking like. So let me just show you really quickly. Are you wondering why I'm in here? So we'll have to clean off the old petunias from the window. Georgie really wants to be involved in this. So I'm just gonna put on some gloves and I'll go ahead and clear these out, throw them downstairs, and then we'll just see, kind of get a lay of the land. We'll see how the soil is looking before we add our mums. What do you think? So I'll do option 1, okay? So it'll be more like that. Option 1.
Okay, the option 1 looks great. So let's try option 2. I think I like that one better.
Let's do it. So these are from Doom and Orange, and they are called Touchdown. White is this one, and I haven't found the tag for the other one. Birds doing the bathroom. This one's called Touchdown Purple by Doom and Orange. Look how pretty that looks. Okay, so we finished from inside, but Bert's gonna grab the ladder so he can wipe down the windows and wipe down the outside of the window boxes that we can't really reach. And I think you're gonna do the final one from the outside because you were thinking that might be a little bit easier. It's hard to keep it clean inside when you're bringing all this dirt. So we'll do the final one like that, and then you'll wipe those off. But in the meantime, I'm gonna plant up the pansies in the front. Okay, so at the front of the cottage, we have our window boxes that we cleared out. And we put some ornamental kale, some vinca, and some celosia. But I just kind of want to fill them in here. So I'm going to put pansies, boom, 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 4 of those, so that we can just tie in the colors of the hydrangea and also the rest of the garden, which is a lot of pinks and purples and blues. How good do those mums look that we planted the other day? Everything's just looking so pretty. I also love how the leaves look as they're kind of falling in the cracks of the pathway. This is the first time we've had the cobblestone pathway in autumn because we made it last winter. So that's fun to see that happening. It's very whimsical. We had an absolute deluge of rain the other day, and so it kind of pressed on some of the flowers of these pansies, but I think they'll perk back up once we get them in there. Those are the ones we're doing. Our neighbors started keeping bees, which is really cool, but we have lots of honeybees here now that have just come in, and they're right there, so I'm gonna go the other way. So that's the one where I added the pansies. And then with this one, I'm not sure. Maybe I'll just leave that. I think it was this one that was feeling a little sparse. So I think that looks good now. Yeah, they do look a little bit sparse, but particularly this one. So I'm gonna add the pansies in there. This window box is so dirty because of all of the rain that we've had. So we'll have to clean that off. These pansies are called Pansy Matrix Autumn Blaze Mix. Mix of yellow blotched and red blotched extra large flowers. And there's some like pinks and burgundies. It's sort of like the entire palette of dreamy fall colors. Looking a little sad right now, but it's gonna pick right up. So I'm just emptying out roughly a root ball's worth of soil, because then you know it'll probably have enough space for the root ball this size. Okay. They need to kind of be fluffed a little bit, but do you see this sort of soft, dusty pink? And then yellow, and then burgundy and orange. Lots of pretty colors. So hopefully now that we don't have any rain on the next few days, these will sort of pick back up. We'll wipe these down, and I'll start to cut things back in our borders. We're just gonna do a really quick refresh. Okay, so we are in the front of the cottage garden. I love how it looks this time of year, just all totally full. We're right at the end of September, and it's just looking so full and fabulous. And I think already those window boxes are looking really nice. But I just kind of want to walk you through the border and just show you sort of some of the little things that we're going to be doing just to tidy it up. So starting here on this side of the picket fence, I think everything's looking pretty good. My hands are really dirty. Ignore that. But I think things are looking really good and cohesive. All of our little barrels that are lining the driveway look so happy. Really great. All of our climbers here are looking gorgeous. This cup and saucer vine, just giant, beautiful blooms. That one's about to bloom. It's just so fun. Such a beautiful one in our morning glory, even though it's not morning. So things are actually not looking too bad. I think we're gonna leave our echinacea up for the birds. Obviously our tripods could be cleaned up. That's looking really yellow, but I think that looks really pretty. This obviously has been toppled down by either rain or maybe something jumped in there. Could have been the deer, one of the deer. I think I might pull this guy up. We might try and wrangle these up a little bit, just do some staking. How beautiful do our purple kale look at this time of year? Love it. Then I might pull some of the ammi that's not looking great. I like the color on the geraniums, so maybe we'll leave those. There are some roses that I need to deadhead. Oh, you guys, look at this. This is finally blooming. Our Thomas Edison dahlia. How pretty is that? I think I might take down these dichondra silver falls. I think they just got too much rain, then too little rain, then too much rain. And so they're not looking great. So I might take those down. And then I just need to kind of sweep a little bit. And I could cut back some astilbes here. So just a few little things that I'm gonna be doing. Yeah, he's totally dead. Sad. This foxglove, I left it up so that it would spread its seeds, but it's covered in these orange aphids. Eesh. So this is our porch bed, and I actually love how this wild rudbeckia looks, especially in the autumn. It's got such a cheerful color of warm yellow, and it really goes with all of the autumnal tones on the mountain right now, all the trees. But the leaves start looking a little bit rough on these, and it makes the whole plant look rough. So I'm gonna see if I can just kind of pick off some of them and maybe deadhead a few. I wanna keep that yellow color, but I just wanna get rid of some of the ratty look to it. Okay, that looks a lot better. All right, let me go ahead and cut back our stilbies over there. So I cut back those astilbes. I'm not sure if it filmed one or both of those. It's getting really humid right now. But that already looks a lot tidier there. And now I think what I'm gonna do is just clean off the front porch. We'll just sweep that down, and then I might water in our new plants. And then we can go take a look and see how the window boxes are looking in the back. Okay, I have to clean up my mess over there. There are two perpetual jobs this time of year here in Vermont. The first one is leaves, sweeping the porches, sweeping the steps. Any furniture is gonna be just a leaf collector. While we're here, why don't we go ahead and take care of that? And our beautiful goldenrod has already gone over this season. I know not a lot of you appreciate goldenrod, but I love goldenrod. And it hasn't spread for us here. It stayed pretty manageable. And I love using it for teas and tinctures. But the two perpetual jobs are cleaning up the leaves. We don't have a leaf blower, so raking, sweeping, and then the other big job that just is eternal here in this time of year is spider webs. The spider webs, the cobwebs just form in like 10 minutes. So those are the two that just feel like are never ending in the autumn here in Vermont. But let me put the broom away, and then we'll go and check out what Bert's been doing. I think we did a lot today. It's looking very autumnal. And the air has that autumn. Oh, I love this. Sitting on the porch as the leaves change. So romantic. But the air has that autumn smell to it. It's like bonfires and crisp leaves and fresh air. There's something very lovely about it and very magical. So rounding the corner, it looks like poor Bert is still working. Oh my gosh. Wow, it looks so good though. Well, there it is. All cleaned up with beautiful mums for fall. I think it looks so charming. You did such a good job. They look so tidy and nice.
Babe. You did a great job too.
Oh my gosh. That looked like such an easy project. But it was actually much more complicated. But I think it's looking really, really good. Wow, I love it. I think those colors look beautiful together as well. I love it. Yay, fall is here.
Yay.
Yay, fall color. Look at that. Boom, boom. Autumn. Okay, So those are looking fantastic. I'm so happy with how the back of the house looks now. Very autumnal, very fun. Now let me just walk you through the cottage garden in the front, and I'll show you how everything's looking. We didn't do the staking of the plants, mainly because there were some chipmunks there and I didn't want to disturb them. And also because one of the chipmunks on our property wasn't doing so well. So we kind of tucked it away and we just don't want to mess with them too much. So I'm not going to get in the border there. And also because I kind of like how it looks as it's tumbling down the path. So let me show you what I've done. So see how the cleome is kind of tumbling down the path? I actually quite like that. But I cut back some things here. Just cleaned some things up, some of our perennials. Some of our phlox here was looking a little powdery mildewed. And I cleaned up some of the Queen Anne's lace through the border. Deadheaded some roses, cleaned up some phlox over here. Deadheaded these roses. There are so many gorgeous roses on this fairy rose, and they've all been weighed down by the rain, but they look gorgeous. Oh, I love them. And then on this side, I cleaned up the astilbes over there, cleaned back some of the sunpatiens. And then rounding this corner, I cleaned up some of this rudbeckia, so it's looking a lot better there. And yeah, overall, things are looking really good. Our window boxes look much fuller. I think those will just keep looking cheerful and autumnal. Hopefully they'll get nice and big. Maybe I'll do a little update. I'll insert that at some point here so you can just see that. But they look so nice. Okay, and that is it. Thank you so much for joining us for this video. I hope you enjoyed this fallifying our garden video. It's so nice to get outside when it's still, the weather has just been incredible. And it's just a beautiful time of year. So thank you so much for watching. Like this video if you like, subscribe if you're not already. It really does help us out. And we will see you again very soon. Okay, bye.